Right, so we've completed the floor of the hole. We now need to do a couple more components before we add. Right, so I've added my substantive portion of PVA. I'll now add the tiles to this unit. I'll put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing, as in my overheads, and we'll start lining it up. And we'll start with these little half tiles that I've cut. Now these tiles aren't laid perfectly square with the edge. I can sand those down later, but they are laid up square with their own edges, which makes them straighter and easier to line up. Patience, bit of peace and quiet. And that is my flooring done, and I'll clean it up, straighten it up. Should look excellent. The time is finished. I'll just let the glue dry, and that gives us a proper tiled floor. And that is how hard it is to put ladders together. Now they need a bit of sanding off and cleaning up, but I tell you what, of all the shit beers building and trying to fit things in between these little stays and having clamps to hold it all together, when these things just push in and lock in, amazing. Right, so that's the little ladder, or one of them after it's been cleaned up, and that has been placed down in here. So the ladder goes down into that hatchway, goes through and allows access under this. Now, as I said in the system, these two pieces were meant to be put across here. In the original plans, obviously, because it didn't have the cabin stuff, and it would hide all that. I just added a couple of pieces to basically just cover the edge of these and make it look a nice straight finish along there, so you can now see the inside of that area, and when you look down underneath you can still see the internal kiln and the rest of the process up here. I didn't want to hide all that. Why you would actually stick flooring over this, I don't know, but that's what's in the original design. My personal preference, leave it all open to give you an indication of where the flooring would go, but allow you to see through it like a skeleton. Anyway, that's that area there. The other area that can be put in place is the flooring area for the brickwork. That goes there. However, I won't glue or finish putting that into place until I start building these top beams, because I want to make sure that it all lines up properly for the oven area. I might assemble the oven next for something to do and put it on top, see what it looks like, and start with the next level of flooring until I get the instructions on how the cabin go together from Wang. I can visualise it, but I can't see the part numbers, and I want to start pulling things apart because they're all in separate pieces and keep fitting and trying till I find the right one. We'll catch you in the soup. Cheers. A quick PS. As I said, there was parts marked as 31 and 32, with 31 supposedly sitting here and covering this area, and 32 covering this area, but as you can see, using the same size parts, there is no way that they would fit. However, the parts marked part 33 do fit nicely in between. None of them fit over the top of these, so unless you were intending to join them together and put it across, it wouldn't fit. And interestingly enough, the parts marked as part 33 are too big for this, and they were supposed to be for that. However, these shorter parts do fit nicely either side. So try the parts as you go. I can't guarantee everything's correct, but it is interesting to see the fact that these little pieces aren't the right size. Obviously plans and instructions have changed over time, but what they say, measure twice, cut once, or try before you buy. In this instance, it's a lot of try and pre-assembly and work it out. The plans are mainly good, but a couple of little bits you have to think about. Bye. Right, so I've cut out and cleaned all the pieces for the upper deck. I'm going to show you something that's really, really, really amazing. You'll probably think, no, he sanded those and adjusted them. Well, I can tell you honestly, the only two pieces I actually adjusted the shape for was the first and final breast hook and this guy high, which required a little bit because obviously everybody's model, when they've done their fairing at the front or bow of the ship, will be slightly different to the kit. However, for all of these other pieces, all they have is little teeny weeny tags on the end that need to be cleaned off where they're held in. When you take these out, apart from just taking those final edges off, don't sand any more of them and test them on the ship. Now, I couldn't believe it, but every one of these fitted perfectly with no adjustment other than taking the ends off. And I'm not making it up. I was quite amazed. Obviously Trident have done an awesome job in their measurements, and it's stunning. No kit I ever built is fitted exactly, but these guys are unbelievable. Do not sand the ends off. Now, it could be pure luck. I'm not going to say I'm an expert at building ships, because I'm definitely not that. But yeah, it's very, very, very surprising. I'll show you how easy it all just went in. So, nothing special about the hull. Not the world's greatest hull build, except it does all go together. So I will now show you. As I said, this first bit was the only bit I had to adjust, because it sits on a little ridge in here, and these end pieces here, and I wanted to try fit these to make sure that this guy fitted and this guy fitted in the slots, and the correct spacing was there. So all I had to do was take very, very, very minimal amount out of these ends, and they basically pushed and locked into place. But oops, that kind of fits as you're supposed to, and the rest of them, amazingly, I've just put one out of order. Yes, I did. Got to fit in. And that are those complete. As I said, it's amazing how those fit in. The only advice I can give here is when you start assembling all these pieces, we may have to do it portion by portion, or glue them one and put them in the other, because if you drop them in and you've glued these in, good luck getting them out. But unfortunately I can't do any more at the moment until we get the part numbers for the internal cabins. I don't want to go pulling them off the sheet. As you've seen in the first lot, they're all individual little planks, and it's too easy to lose them. So we'll wait for Trident to deliver the final numbering of the parts for the internal cabins. The 3D images that they sent make it fairly easy to figure out how to install them. I just need the part numbering which relates to the sheets, and we should be good to go. But yeah, look, so far been an awesome build and awesome ship to put together. First time I've done one of these, and I'm very, very happy. Cheers.